Yes, can you see this, Surat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think you watched the lecture, no? Did you watch the
Yes, sir.
lecture? Okay, okay. So in dipole induced dipole, what is happening now? You have a permanent dipole. It means that there is a permanent polarity of charges. For example, in this case, here there are more negative charge. Okay, here there are less negative charge. Now, if I bring a molecule which has equal distribution of negative charges, that means the electrons, what will happen? The place which is near to this area, here there is more negative charge, right? Here there is more negative charge, here there is positive charge. This is a permanent dipole. What this negative charge will do to this non-polar molecule, it will repel the electrons, it will push back the electrons, and consequently what will happen? This was the neutral molecule. The electrons are now at this side because of the repulsion from this particular negative species, and that is why you will get a positive charge here. Got this? You got this? Yes or no? This is
Yes,
permanent.
sir.
And here the polarity is induced. That means this permanent dipole is inducing the polarity. Okay. Now let us
Yes,
see
sir.
the London
But
forces. London.
how is it different from the dipole-dipole interaction?
Dipole-dipole interaction, both are permanent dipoles from starting only.
Okay,
So this is
sir.
also plus and minus, and here also we have plus and minus. So there is a distribution or a polarity in the bond from the start. Both are permanent. Yeah, Atif, Surat has some doubt, just some doubt. Okay, so let me just clear that and we can start then. And London forces?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in London forces, what happens? Na? Both of these are non-polar. Both of these are non-polars. Can you see? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But see, let us say that these electrons, these are moving, right? These are moving, and it is perfectly fine if you have a nucleus here and the electrons are somewhat in this direction. What can happen is sometimes the electrons can be moving in this direction more, and they will be non-intuitively. I mean, it is not compulsory and it is not even wanted, but they may create some kind of polarity in itself in for some moments. Okay, momentarily we can have this configuration. Yes or no? I mean, actually electrons will be distributed equally and symmetrically over a long period of time, but at some moments what can happen, the electrons can be present more over this place and less over the right side. Can this happen for a moment? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And for a moment it can happen. Now when it is happening for a moment, what is now? This is now a dipole. This has a negative side and a positive side. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And similarly, what it will do now, it can induce dipole to the other non-polar molecules.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the London forces. But I mean, this only holds for some instants, and that is why these are known as instantaneous dipoles. Okay, these are known as instantaneous dipoles. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us move on to our topic for this class, that is the real gases. I think, let me see, where did we end the last time? Yeah, so we ended with the molecular speeds. We have to start real gases. This is 13th December and it's a Monday. Okay, so the topic will be behavior of real gases. By the way, all of you are prepared for Viva, na? Yes or no? You guys remember today is a Viva. We have a Viva today. Reba, Nida, Umar, Atif, Najib. Wow, Umar Abdullah, you don't remember? I said this na in the previous class, yes or no? Reba? Okay, you're not audible, Reba.
Yes, sir.
I announced regarding the Viva, na?
Yes, sir.
I did. Okay. Achha, you were traveling. Where are you now? Sorry, where are you now? I think I need to have water. Riyadh. Acha, you were in Dubai now previously? Umar? Oh, okay. Let us write the topic. Behavior of real gases. Now, just to remind ourselves regarding the ideal gas, and real gas is only in comparison to ideal gas. Okay. So when we say real gas, it is in comparison to ideal gas. So what is an ideal gas? An ideal gas is a gas which obeys the ideal gas equation at all temperature and pressure. Okay. No matter what is the temperature and pressure, it will behave and it will obey the ideal gas equation. So let us first write that a gas which obeys ideal gas equation at all temperatures and pressure is called ideal gas. It is called ideal gas. But the known gases, the gases that we know, they don't obey the ideal gas equation. So, however, the known gases don't obey the ideal gas equation at all temperature and pressure. At all temperature and pressure. Okay. These real gases wait a second. These real gases can only behave as an ideal gas at high temperature and low pressure. And we will prove this point mathematically at the end of today's class. Okay. So this point now, these real gases can only behave as an ideal gas at high temperature and low pressure. We will derive it and we will prove it mathematically. Write this down. Raise your hand if you're done. Okay, Reba is done. Surat is done. Waiting for Atif, Najib, and Omar. Okay, Najib is done. Atif, you're done? Oh, yeah, Atif. Okay, 1 minute. So these real gases now, they behave somewhat differently than the ideal gas, and they do not obey the ideal gas equation. They do not obey the ideal gas equation. So what kind of deviation do they have? Okay, and how do we measure these kind of deviations? There are two things. Okay, So don't write this part, okay? Don't write this part. Try to understand here, okay? You don't have to write any of these, okay? Please keep your pen aside and please listen to me. Please listen to me. Najib, can you tell me the ideal gas equation? Najib, can you tell me the ideal gas equation?
1 second, sir.
अरे भाई इसमें 1 second चाहिए आपको. हाँ, Reba, tell me the ideal gas equation.
P is equal to nRT.
Yeah, PV is equal to nRT, such easy equation. What happened, Najib? Okay, PV is equal to nRT. Fine. Now start thinking in terms of real gas, and the gas is in a container and all those things. Okay, so now please think of a real situation. Please think of a real situation. What I did to get a gas in a container, I took n number of moles of gas. Okay, and the temperature was measured to be T. Fine, everyone? Everyone is okay with this? N moles and T temperature? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, what I did, I calculated the product PV. Okay, I calculated the product PV. So I'm writing this PV as something that I'm going to calculate, and this will be equal to, the number of moles that I have taken times the R, that is the universal gas constant, times the temperature T, N into R into T. Okay, so this PV is what this PV is calculated. Yes or no? Everyone agrees with this much? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, please think. So this is calculated. This is not measured, right? This is calculated and not measured. You understand the difference between calculating something and measuring something?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? So this is calculated, and this is calculated according to what? According to ideal gas equation. Yes or no? According to ideal gas equation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ideal gas equation. That means this PV that I will be writing now, this PV will be, I will say, whatever, this is one term, okay, this is one term PV, it will give you one value. This is the value if the gas was ideal gas. This will be the value if the gas was ideal gas. Is everyone with me till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, what I will do? Acha, can I measure the pressure? Can I measure the pressure? Tell me, for this gas that I have taken, the real gas, the real situation. Yes, Najib, Atif, Surat. We can measure the pressure now by manometer. We will put a manometer and we can measure the pressure.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
हाँ, आतिफ, नजीब, उमर, क्या आप लोग को नहीं आ रहा समझ में? सूरत, okay, Surat, can you please speak?
Yes, sir.
You understand this part, or you are not understanding that we can measure pressure?
I understood.
And you are understanding this now. What about Najib? Najib, I think Najib is not here. Atif,
I understood, sir.
understood now. Okay, so please tell some things now, because as a moment aega that you will be just vacant. Okay, so please listen to these things and don't just say yes, sir. But also please, okay. We can measure the pressure. Okay, understand this part. We can measure the pressure. Can we measure the volume?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can also measure the volume. So what I will do, this is the real part. We are not calculating. This is the real pressure, the real volume. And what I will say, this is the PV real. Okay. Any problem
Okay,
till here? No problem?
No, sir.
no, sir, no
Okay.
problem.
Okay. No problem. Now what can happen? These two things there can be three cases. The case one can be the PV ideal that we have calculated can be equal to the PV that we have measured, that is the real PV. The second case can be if the PV that we have calculated, that is ideal, is what it is greater than the PV which is real. Achha, let me wait a second. Let me not write it like this. Let me write it the other way. That will help me later. This is real is equal to ideal. And here I am writing real is greater than ideal. And the third can be if the PV that we have measured, it is less than the PV that is ideal. Okay. All of you understand these 3 points. Now, these three things can happen, yes or no? It can be either equal to the ideal one, or it can, because we are calculating it, it is not sure that it will be the same, because in reality, different things can happen. Okay, in reality is not ideal case. Reality is reality. It has many, what I can say, randomness that is present here, which are not measurable sometimes. So are these 3 points clear, everyone? Atif, Najib, Reba, Surat.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
3 cases, है ना? Okay, fine. चलो, ठीक है. Then my job is done. Okay, if these 3 cases are fine and okay with you, then my job is done. Now you will tell me if this is the case. If the case is the first one, then the gas is behaving as ideal gas. Yes or no?
Yes.
sir.
Okay. But if it is any one of these two, what I can say? Then what I can say? There is deviation from ideal behavior. Yes, and this is what? Behavior is ideal. This is ideal. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Now listen, everyone. Now listen and write. Measurement of the deviations of gas, such as real gas, of real gas. Fine. So we have 2 parts here. We have PV ideal, which is equal to nRT, and PV ideal, which is equal to nRT. Okay, and the other term which we have for PV is for PV, that is the real pressure into volume. Okay, the real pressure into volume. Now what I will be doing, I will be keeping the ratio. I will be taking the ratio PV, that is the real one, divided by PV, which is the ideal case. And what I can also write the same thing as PV upon nRT. But please do remember that this PV is the real PV, and this nRT is representing the ideal PV. Okay, tell me, did you get this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now this
Yes.
is known as Z. This is known as Z, which is the compressibility factor. Okay, Z is the compressibility factor. Write these things down. Raise your hand when you're done. Okay, raise your hand if you're done. Okay, Reba is done. Surat is also done. Riyan is done. I'm waiting for Najib, Umar. Who are present? Umar Abdullah and Umar Muhammad Umar. Najib, let me know. Okay, fine. You're done also. Okay, you're also done. Now, see this Z here. Okay, see this Z here. We wrote it here. No, we wrote it here. Okay. Listen here. Can we write this as PV real upon PV ideal is equal to 1? And can I write this equation as PV real upon PV ideal is greater than 1, and this as PV real upon PV ideal is less than 1? Can I write this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That means what I'm writing, this is Z, this is also Z, and this is also Z. There can be 3 cases for Z. Okay, there can be 3 cases for Z. The case when Z is equal to 1. When Z is equal to 1, that means PV upon nRT is equal to 1. What does that mean? It means that PV, which is the real one, upon PV, which is the ideal one, it is equal to what? It is equal to 1, and hence they both are equal. And in this case, the gas is ideal. The gas is ideal gas. Okay, the gas is ideal gas. Case 2, what will be the case 2? When Z is equal to what? Z is greater than 1. When Z is greater than 1, then what can happen? Then PV upon nRT, it is greater than 1. And also we can write the same thing as the PV, that is the real one, and the PV, which is the ideal one, it is greater than 1. It is greater than 1. What does this mean? It means that when Z is greater than 1, it means that if Z is greater than 1, then the real volume, this numerator part will be greater than the ideal part, right? The real volume is greater than the ideal volume. Okay, hence what we can say, V real upon V ideal, it is what? It is greater than 1. That means the numerator is what? Greater than the denominator. This is the case 2 when Z is greater than 1. Now tell me and think about the compressibility. If the volume is greater than expected and greater than the ideal volume, then the gas will be more compressible or less compressible? Can we compress the gas? Is it compressible or it is less compressible? Think about it. If the volume is greater than the ideal volume, what does it say about the gas? Yes, Reba, tell me, what do you think? Somebody was
Sir,
answering.
can you repeat what you asked?
Less compressible.
I was asking if you read that point, the real volume is greater than the ideal volume, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then what does it say about the compressibility of the gas? You know the gases can be compressed, right?
Yes, sir.
So what does it say about the compressibility? Will the compressibility will be higher or low? Okay, Reba,
Lower.
I heard that. I heard that. And Atif, you got that? The question, did you get the question, Atif?
Yes, sir.
So Reba, you were saying the compressibility will be low, right? Or high?
Low, na? Yeah. See, because if you can easily compress a gas, that means the volume should have been lower than the expected volume. Hai? But the volume here is what it is greater than expected. That means obviously it cannot be compressed very easily. And hence, when Z is greater than 1, the gas is less compressible. Gas is less compressible. Okay. Can I move? Or are you guys writing?
Sir,
Let
I'm
me know if
writing.
you're.
I'm
Acha.
writing. I'm writing.
Okay. Oh, no problem.
Sir, can you scroll up?
Mhm.
Yeah, done. Done.
Okay. Now, the case 3.
Sir, could you please scroll up for a second?
Yeah, sure. That done?
Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so done. Now, case 3 will be what? When Z is less than 1. When Z is less than 1, what does that mean? It means that PV upon nRT. And now please remember it. They say PV upon nRT, but what they are meaning is PV is the real pressure, the real volume, and the nRT is the calculated one. PV upon nRT is what it is less than 1, and simply, hence I can say the PV, which is the real one, it is what upon PV, which is the ideal one. It is less than 1, and hence the volume of real and a volume of ideal, it is less than 1. So when Z is less than 1, did we write? The real volume is less than the ideal volume, and we can see the gases more compressible. Okay, right, one more point I forgot, the main point here. See, when Z is greater than 1, it is known as positive deviation. When volume is high, it is known as positive deviation. And this is known as negative deviation. When the volume is less, it is known as negative deviation. Raise your hand if you're done, okay? How is the cold there, guys? Umar? Is it cold? How's the weather? I mean,
Yes, it's cold.
Umar is saying he will freeze. I mean, how low the temperature goes? Huh, Umar? Do you have any idea?
I mean, I didn't check it till now.
No, but usually, how low does it get? No idea.
No idea. I mean, I cannot approximate things.
अच्छा अच्छा। और दिल्ली में, सूरत, दिल्ली में भी तो ही बहुत ठंड होगी। सूरत इज इन दिल्ली, हाँ। 16 degrees is not very low, but yeah, but it is still, it is low. Okay, gas is more compressible. Then next is, okay, so we are done with the Z part, na? We're done with the Z part. Now what we can do, we can draw a plot. Okay, so here we have what? PV, 1 nRT, that is Z. है ना? Which is equal to what? Which is equal to Z. And in this side we have pressure. Okay, in this side we have pressure. Now since Z is always equal to 1, we will have a straight line which is parallel to the x-axis, and so this is the plot for the ideal gas. है ना? Here it is 1. Okay, here it is 1. But if you look at gases such as helium and hydrogen, they deviate from the ideal behavior this way. So this is for helium. This is for hydrogen. But there are some other gases, I mean, a bit heavy gases such as of period 2, N2 and O2. So N2 is something like this. It start to deviate, have a negative deviation initially, and slowly it start to increase. The value of Z starts to increase and it goes up like this. Okay, and then you have, let us say for O2. So O2 starts with a dip, and then again it goes up in a similar manner as N2. This is O2 and this is N2. Okay, this is N2. So here these part are the negative deviation. This is the negative deviation part, and these part are the positive deviation part. Done?
Yes, sir.
All of you done? So write a point. Compressibility factor. Compressibility factor. What is compressibility factor? It is the ratio of the actual volume of gas to the volume if it were an ideal gas. Okay, so this is the compressibility factor Z. Right, next point, that is the causes of deviation from ideal behavior. Causes of deviation from ideal behavior. Causes of deviation from ideal behavior. So there are mainly two things which are happening. So don't write from here. Okay, don't write these things. Just
Sir,
write the
could you
topic.
please scroll up for a second?
Yeah. No, you can hold this up for a minute also, no problem. Just let me know when you're done. Okay.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. So causes of deviation from ideal behavior. Don't write this part. Just listen what I'm saying. So the deviations that are present, there are two types of deviation which are happening. Okay, the deviation is when the volume is less, right? And when the other part is volume is high, right? Volume is less, and then you have volume which is high. Now think what we did wrong with the ideal gas equation, and not regarding the Charles law, Gay-Lussac law, but in the kinetic theory of gases, there are some faulty assumptions, because all the gases law, these are based on the kinetic theory of gases, which says that when I say the word gas, what does that mean? And that is basically defining the ideal gas. What properties should the ideal gas have? Okay, and the laws, they are predicting the behavior of ideal gas. The laws, they are not defining the ideal gas, rather they are predicting the behavior of ideal gas. But kinetic theory of gases, it is defining what an ideal gas is. Okay, so whenever you have law, that means it is going to predict something. For example, Newton laws of motion. So that means it is going to predict a few things regarding the motion. Okay, so in the Charles law, it is going to predict about what will be the change in the volume if we change some different parameters. Okay, so similarly, the gaseous law which are present, they will predict few things. But kinetic theory of gases, it is defining what does it mean when we say the word gas, and what does it mean by the ideal gas. So there are some assumptions which we took for ideal gas which were not very true. So, and that is leading to sometimes lesser volume for certain gases at low pressure, and it is sometimes leading to higher volume for some gases. I mean, for most of the gases at high pressure. So think about this and tell me now, what are the faulty assumptions that you can think of, if you can think of any. Some faulty assumptions from the kinetic theory of gases. I will give you 2 minutes. Okay, so maybe you can read the kinetic theory of gases, the points and the postulates from there in those 2-3 minutes. I will give you 3 minutes. It will be fine, because it is 42 here in India. 45, I will ask you whether you can think of any faulty assumptions and postulate or not. Read the kinetic theory of gases. Rehab is not able to join.
Yes. Did someone say something or did, okay, Rehab, I think she just joined right now. Yes, Rehab, how are you? Is your connection not good today?
No, sir.
I can see it is fluctuating. You're leaving and joining back. I hope you guys are reading kinetic theory of gases. Okay. There must be something na, that you think it is fishy or some it is fishy. It is not making very direct sense, or this does not happens in reality.
There is
No such
no
points.
interaction between the molecules.
That is okay. So your YY is coming in handy, right? So there is some forces of attraction between the molecules present. Even if there is a non-polar gas, even there is a non-polar molecule, it will have dispersion force, right, Surat? Hannah? It will have some force of attraction between the molecules. Okay, is Surat not here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first thing is that it will have some intermolecular forces of attraction. The next faulty assumption in the kinetic theory of gases was that we took the volume of gas as negligible, right? You remember that? We took the, and that is not true. Obviously, it is not true because now, first of all, why did we take it as negligible? Because we were defining a general class of gas. We did not want to differentiate between hydrogen and also the gas of chlorine. Okay. Now, if you don't want to differentiate, that means we will say that the size doesn't, size, we will not care about the size now. Okay. Will not care about how big the molecules are. And they say that they are negligible volume. They will have negligible volume. Now, but when we deal with real gases, the real gases, they have different volumes and different atomic radii and sizes. That is why this assumption was also faulty. So what we will have to do, we have to make some corrections in the ideal gas equation, and we also have to look at what is the consequence of these faulty assumptions. Okay, what are the consequences of these faulty assumptions? So let us first write. Okay, so you have written the topic deviations, right? So let me just erase this part now. Okay, this is now we can write the deviation arises due to faulty assumptions of kinetic theory of gases. Kinetic theory of gases. Okay, kinetic theory of gases. What are the due to following? Can you write following? That means I don't have to waste one more line. Following faulty assumption of kinetic theory of gases. Number one. The number one is what? The volume of gas is negligible, which was wrong. The volume of gas is negligible. This assumption was wrong. Secondly, the force of attraction between molecules is negligible. Okay, it is negligible.
But please understand that this doesn't mean that kinetic theory of gases has no use. It has use to just classify things in a general sense. Okay, classify things in a general sense. But see, for example, if you look at the, what can I say? Let us look at the average height of a man in India. है ना? Average height. If you Google it, there will be an average height. But obviously, that is going to differ person to person, right? So similarly, here also, when kinetic theory of gases, when we were defining those things, we were just talking about the general properties of gases. And what does it mean when I say, let us say, an ideal gas? Okay, an ideal gas. So that is what we can say is the average, or it is some kind of theoretical gas which we are talking about. But in reality, the gases, they differ with each other. Not one gas is same as the other. Not one gas is same as the other. Now, these are the two faulty assumptions, and we have to make some corrections. We have to make some correction and also talk about the consequences of these following faulty assumptions. Okay, are you done with these 2 points? Just let me know, yes or no. Just say yes or no now. Done?
1 second, sir.
1 second. Okay. Yeah, right. Let me know when you're done. Aram se. Let me know when you're done, okay?
Done, sir.
Okay, done. I'll just write the correction due to, first of all, first is the volume correction that we have to do, and then we have to do correction due to the force of attraction. Okay, so the first corrections for deviation, corrections of deviation, to say corrections. Of deviation. Okay, corrections of deviation. Now, let us first write number 1. Correction due to volume, right? Correction due to volume. Now, see, in correction due to volume, what do you think? Which is higher? We have 2 volumes, right? The V real and V ideal. Okay, V ideal, right? Now, what do you think? Which is higher, real or ideal? Which will be higher? In ideal, what? See, in real case, we have 2 things. In ideal, we only took the volume occupied by gas. Okay, so this was the only term in V ideal, but in V real, we have 2 terms, which is first is V volume occupied by gas plus the volume of gas. You guys understand the difference between these 2? Yes or no? बताइए, है ना? Understood? Yes or no? Okay, that means V real is greater than V ideal. Yes or no, guys? The V real will be greater than V ideal because it has the volume occupied by gas and also the volume of the gas. Hence, what we have to do the correction, if you want to compensate for the V ideal, we have to write the V corrected, is equal to what? The volume that we have minus, let us say, a factor which is known as, let us say, V dash minus V dash. Okay, minus V dash. Now the V, now this is what, when this is, if this is the V real and we have excluded some volume, this V corrected will now tell you about the that means we are correcting the ideal. Okay, we are correcting the ideal part. देखिए PV is equal to nRT था ना, we had PV is equal to nRT. So in this V ideal is getting corrected. So as V ideal, now it is getting V corrected. That means it is V minus V dash, okay. Now this V dash is equal to NB, okay. What is B? B is a constant. It is known as excluded volume. Excluded volume. Now V corrected will be equal to V minus NB for N mole of gas. And we will have V corrected is equal to V minus B for 1 mole. For 1 mole of gas, the V corrected will be V minus B. Done? Let me know if you're done. Eba is done. Just raise your hand if you're done, okay?
Sir, please roll up.
Okay. This much is fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Raise your hand if you're done, okay? Waiting for Rishan, Umar, and Rihab. Umar and Rihab. I think Rihab is not here. Muhammad, are you done? Let me know now. Let me know if you're done.
Complete, sir.
Complete. So this is the correction for due to volume, and now we'll write the correction due to, or correction for intermolecular forces of attraction. Okay. Now, to understand this, please listen and don't write anything right now. Please listen, okay? Please listen. Let us say you have a molecule and this is in the middle of the container, okay? This is in the middle of container. So let me make a big container here like this. Okay. And let us suppose we have a gas molecule here in the middle. Now there will be various gaseous molecules surrounding this gas atom. Okay. Now all of these will be pulling. They will be attracting. There will be a force of attraction. Now, can all of you see that the net force is 0 now? Yes or no? The net force is 0, right? When these are attracting each other from all the direction, then this molecule is just like nothing is attracting or neither anything is repelling, because what? Because the pull is from each and every direction and the opposite directions are cancelling each other out. Yes or no, guys? Huh?
Yes, sir.
No problem. But let us look at what happens to these this type of molecule if it is in the wall, if it is striking at the wall. Okay, just listen. Now, if this is striking the wall, and the gas molecule will be present in these directions here, right? And they will be pulling the gas molecule like this. Now, do you think this is getting cancelled out or is it getting pulled away from the wall? The gas molecule is getting pulled away from the wall, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Anna? So this is one point that we will write. The gas molecule is getting pulled away from the wall. Now, as a consequence, what will happen to the pressure? The pressure is exerted by the gas molecules as they are hitting the wall. Now they will be hitting the wall with high force or low force when they are getting pulled away. They will be hitting the walls with high force or low force. High force or low force. They will be striking the wall with greater force or lesser force now as they are getting pulled away. Yes, Muhammad, Umar, Atif, Nida, Reba, Surat. What happened, guys? आपको जवाब क्यों नहीं दे रहे आज? नहीं आ रहा क्या आप लोगों को? Yes, Reba. Reba की आवाज ही नहीं आ रही साहब. Reba, can you please text, send in chat ना? Just say high or low. The force will be high or low. Atif, what do you think?
Sir, I think it will be low.
It will be low. Now, what do you think, Najib? Najib, what do you think? The force by which the gas molecule is striking the wall of container will be high or low? Najib नहीं है क्या यहाँ? Yes, Najib.
Sir, is it low?
अरे इजी तो हम ही से सवाल करते हैं. हम यहाँ सवाल कर रहे हैं, ये लोग खुद हम ही से सवाल कर रहे हैं. Okay, Surat, what do you? हाँ, okay. Surat, what do you think? Yes, Surat. Okay, Surat is also saying no. Yeah, you guys are correct. Okay, I don't ask tricky questions. Okay, don't worry. I ask easy questions. है ना? This will be low. The gas molecule, they will be exerting low pressure. So due to the pull, the gas molecule will be exerting less pressure not right now. I will tell you to write. Okay, now you can write. Waiting for Rishan, Atif, and Muhammad Umar.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, let us see what type of correction can we do. So what I can write here is the pressure that is real pressure, it is lower than the P ideal. Yes or no? The real pressure is less than the ideal pressure. The ideal gas will have more pressure than the real. That means P corrected will be equal to the pressure plus we have to add some pressure, that is P dash, to make it to the ideal gas. Okay, to make it to the ideal gas. This is the real pressure here. We are adding something, and when we add that, that will come to the real, the ideal pressure, and then we can put it in the gas law. Now, what is this P dash? What is this P dash? Now, this P dash will be, if the volume is very low, if the volume is small, then what will happen? There will be more attraction, I would say, right? The gas molecules will be very near and the attraction will be very high. So what I can say is, if the volume is small, this P dash part, the correction part will be high. That means it is inversely proportional, and that is why it is upon V square. And if the gases molecules are very high, if the number of moles is high, then what will happen? If the number of moles is high, there will be many molecules which will be attracting and which will be pulling away the molecule, and hence this correction part will be high. That is why this is N square. And then you have A. This A is a van der Waals constant. Okay, this A is van der Waals. That means the correction part, P dash, it is directly proportional to N square and is inversely proportional to V square. And this A is what? Just a proportionality constant. Okay, it's just a proportionality constant, which refers to and which indicates the force of attraction, Hence, we can write P corrected. P corrected will be equal to the pressure. This is the pressure that we are measuring. Okay, this is the pressure that we are measuring plus the An square upon V square. I don't have to write a bracket here for N moles. Similarly, I can write for 1 mole of gas, P corrected will be equal to P plus A upon V square. This is for 1 mole. Okay, write this down. Let me know if you're done.
Done, guys? Raise your hand if you're done till here.
Is there anyone who is still writing? Is there anyone who is still writing? Atif, you're writing or are you done?
I'm done.
Done. Okay. Umar, what about you?
Sir, just a second.
Yeah. No problem. Tell me ना. बोलिएगा तभी तो रुकेंगे हम.
Sir, I was writing, that's why.
हाँ. No problem.
Look, sir, done.
Done. Okay. So now we will write the significance of A and B. These are known as van der Waals constant. Okay, significance of van der Waals constant. A and B. Okay, van der Waals constant A and B. The first is the constant A. Okay, so it represents the force of attraction, between molecules. Okay, next point. If A is high, the force of attraction is higher. If the force of attraction is higher, then the gases are more compressible. That means the compressibility is also high. That means they are wanting to come near to each other. Compressibility is also high. Second is the constant, that is B. It represents, or it gives an idea about the size of gas molecule, the size of particle. Let me just say the size of particle. It can be molecule, atom, or anything. Size of particle. And if B is increasing, then the volume is increasing. And if the volume is increasing, that what happens? Then the compressibility is low. The compressibility is low. Next, we will do units of wait a second. Units of A and B. Can I move? Or is there is someone writing? No one. Okay. Units of A and B.
Sir, can you show?
Yeah. बोलते क्यों नहीं है आप लोग?
Done.
Okay. Units of A and B. Now, as we saw that A is what? This is P dash. Sorry. We had P dash, which was equal to A n square upon V square, right? Hence, what will be A? A will be equal to P. This is the pressure into volume square upon n square. So this is what? This is pressure into volume square divided by mole square, and the units will come out to be, let us say, atm liter square per mole, per mole square. This is for P. Similarly, we can write for B also. B is much more easier. For B, we had the volume dash, some volume, was equal to n into B. So B will be equal to what? B will be equal to the volume V dash divided by n. As we can write for volume, we will write the liter. For moles, we can just write per mole. Okay, so this is just liters per mole. This is the unit for van der Waals parameters. This is also known as van der Waals parameters. Okay, van der Waals constants or van der Waals parameters. Yes, can I move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now write the van der Waal equation or the real gas equation. Or the real gas equation. So initially we had PV is equal to nRT. The corrected term for P was P plus AN square upon V, AN square upon V, into for volume the corrected term was V minus NB, which is equal to what? nRT, which is equal to nRT, which is equal to nRT. So this is what? This is your van der Waals equation, also known as the real gas equation. Okay, the real gas equation. Now we will look at the application of this real gas equation into various scenarios of low pressure, high pressure. Okay, when it is low pressure, then what is happening? When it is high pressure, what is happening? Then also we will come back to the plot that we saw. The plot that we saw. Okay, so first part, please listen now. At low temperature, sorry, at low pressure. So since the pressure is low, consequently, what will happen? The volume will be high. Yes or no, guys? The volume will be high now. If the pressure is low, okay. If the pressure is low, the volume will be high. Okay. Now, if the volume is sufficiently high, then look at this particular part. And imagine if you have, let us say, the volume is 1000 liters. Okay, this is the volume minus the NB part that it is contributing. It is contributing less. Let us say 1 ml. Then can we just neglect this NB? Yes or no? Yes or no? At low pressure? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, now we can neglect this part. We can neglect this part. That what we can write, if the volume is very high, then we can neglect this part. That means the pressure is low, volume is high, then for 1 mole of gas, B can be neglected. B can be neglected. Now, if B is neglected, then what will happen? So if this part is B is neglected for 1 mole of gas, we are just looking for 1 mole of gas, then the equation will be P plus AN square upon, sorry, here we have V square. Okay, here also we have AN square. Not for N square, N is equal to 1. So I will just write A upon V square into V is equal to nRT. Okay, now please listen, don't write. Now from here we can say PV plus VA upon V square is equal to, sorry, nRT nahi hoga, RT hoga because N is equal to 1, is equal to RT. Now V square and V can get cancelled and we will have PV is equal to RT minus A by V. Now, if I divide the whole term with RT, then I will get PV upon RT here, which will be equal to RT upon RT, which is equal to 1 minus A upon RTV. A upon RTV. Okay. Now, if you remember this PV upon RT, and here we have a hidden N, which is equal to 1, a hidden N, which is equal to 1, I can write this PV upon nRT as Z is equal to 1 minus A upon RTV. A upon RTV, and here I can see what? Z is less than 1. Yes or no? Z is less than 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us go back to the plot. Now see, at low pressures, these parts, Z is less than 1 now. Can you see all of you from the
Yes,
plot
sir.
also? Okay. Fine. So this is one part. Okay, this is one part. Write the second part. Don't worry, I will give you time to write. Okay, don't worry. At high pressure. Okay, what? At high pressure. Now, when the pressure is high, the volume will be low, right? When the pressure is high, the volume will be low. Now, if the volume is low, then V cannot be neglected, because let us say V minus B is present, and this is what? This is 1 liter, and this is, let us say, 0.5. Okay, this is 1 liter, and let us say this is what? 0.1 liter or something. Okay, so we cannot neglect, because this is now comparable. This is now comparable. Okay, that is why what I will write here. B cannot be neglected. But what we can see, if the volume is what? If the volume is very low. Now, if the volume is very low and pressure is very high, and at high pressure, the volume becomes low. No? Yeah, the volume becomes low. Then what can be neglected? If the pressure is high, if the pressure is high, then A upon V square can be neglected. Right? A upon V square can be neglected. Now, what will be the equation? Equation will be P into V minus B is equal to RT. This is again for 1 mole. Okay, for 1 mole. Now, from here you can see PV minus PB is equal to RT, and PV is equal to RT plus PB. PV is equal to RT plus PV. Then I will divide by RT the whole equation. PV upon RT is equal to 1 plus PB, right? And here we can say that PV upon RT is what? It is greater than 1, and hence we can say that Z is greater than 1. And this is the case, as we can see in the plot also, that when the Z is when the pressure is very high, what is happening? The Z is greater than 1. Okay, the Z is greater than 1. Now let us write the last case. When you have what? When you have low pressure and high temperature. Okay, you have what? You have low pressure and high temperature. Now, if the temperature is high, the first point is, if the temperature is high, what will happen? The volume will also be higher. Yes or no? The volume will be higher now. Okay, now if the volume is higher, then what we can do? From V minus B, B is neglected. Okay, B is neglected. Also what we can say? We can say that A upon V square, this value, A upon V square, the whole value, since V is very high, this value A upon V square will be high or low? Will be small or large? If V is very high. If V is large, A upon V square will be large or small? Tell me. A upon V square will be small, no? Because it's in the denominator. If the denominator is very high, the complete value will be small. Hence, negligible. Now, since both the correction terms are neglected, we will have PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT, and this is why we say at low pressure and high temperature, the real gases can behave as an ideal gas. Okay, can behave as an ideal gas. Now you have to write a few things from here, guys.
Yes,
Okay, so please start writing. And all of you will let me know till you are done. If you are done till here, okay. If you're done till here, let me know. I think I can scroll down a bit.
Now you can raise your hand if you're done, okay? Raise your hand if you're done, okay? Waiting for Atif and Muhammad Umar. Surat is done, okay. Waiting for Atif, Rishan also. Okay, Atif is done. Rishan and Muhammad Umar. Is Muhammad Umar not here because his audio is not connected? Umar, can you let me know if you're here or not? Oh, I think not. Okay, Rishan is done now. Okay. Fine. So this is it for the states of matter chapter. Okay, this is it for states of matter chapter. One announcement for you guys is that starting from this Friday, which is what? Which is 17th, right? Which is 17th. Okay. Starting from this Friday, you will be having a series of tutorials. Okay, and this tutorial will be of 2 hours and will have only numericals. Okay, it will have only numericals. Okay, please attend these tutorials. And I think for the next 4 weeks now, for the next 4 weeks, you will be having for states of matter. And I hope that you recognize that I was not able to do much numericals while we were doing the chapter. Okay, so you have to attend this 2 hour numerical. Okay, this 2 hour numerical, and it is starting from Friday of this week. But you can choose any of the Fridays. Okay, you can choose any of the Fridays. Like 4 Fridays will be there. Okay, there will be 4 Fridays. Timings will be given you. Timings will be given by Nishkar sir. Okay, you can ask for the timings for Nishkar sir. I also don't know the timings right now. I haven't asked. I just got to know about the tutorial, so I said, now this for you. Achha. Now I have to take your Viva. Okay, so who we have here? Fridays will be for numericals. Friday will be for numericals. Okay. Now, let me just. Achha, wait a second. Okay, let me just write the names and then we can start with the Viva. Surat. Okay, Rishan, can I have you, please? Can you turn the mic on, Rishan? Yes. Hello, Rishan. Yeah, but there is a mic. You can turn the mic on. Rishan, if there was not a mic, now, for example, can you see there is no camera in my profile? Can you see that, Rishan? It is because this PC, I mean, the laptop, it does not support camera right now. Okay, that is why the camera is not there, but the mic is there. So if the Zoom can detect your mic, then only it is showing that there is a mic.
Can you turn the mic on now? हाँ ओके फाइन, यू ज्वाइन फ्रॉम द फोन. अच्छा सूरत आपको हम पहले छोड़ देते हैं क्योंकि वहां लेट हो रहा होगा ना. हाँ सूरत, कैन आई हैव यू प्लीज?
Yes, sir.
आप बताइए, लाइक वेयर शुड आई आस्क यू फ्रॉम, विच पोर्शन? We have, I mean, different chapters, I mean, different topics. The intermolecular forces of attraction, then we have the gas laws, and after that we have partial pressure. So tell me. Yes, Surat. अरे क्या हो गया? Surat, you're on mute, by the way. Acha, up to you. She's telling up to you. Okay. Okay, Surat. So tell me the Charles law. Tell me the Charles law. Yeah, keep your mic on and tell me the Charles law. Arey, I will not give you much time, Surat. Okay.
At the constant pressure, the volume of a given amount of a gas increases or decreases by 1 upon 273 Kelvin of its volume.
Okay. Can you, I mean, in normal terms, tell me in normal terms. No need to say those 1 by 26 or 1 by 273 part. Okay. Acha, answer me a few things. In Charles' law, what are the constants? What are the constants? What parameters? हाँ सूरत. Surat, can you please keep the mic on? Acha, why are you behaving like this, Surat? Huh? This is not going to, I mean, increase your marks in the boards or increase your marks in the school.
Yes, sir.
So why you are taking so much time if you know? Again, you have. Can you please keep the mic on, or you can't keep the mic on?
Yes, sir.
Huh. Now tell me. Okay, what are the 4 parameters for a gas? There are 4 parameters for a gas that determine the behavior of gas. हाँ Surat, tell me.
The
Surat,
pressure,
pressure,
volume, temperature,
volume,
and mole, the amount
and
of
mole.
gas.
The amount of gas. Okay. So the Charles law gives the relationship between which 2 parameters? The Charles law gives
The volume
relation,
and the pressure.
the volume and
Pressure.
okay, Charles law. Okay, fine. And what about Boyle's law? What does it? Boyle's law. It gives the relationship between. Yes, Surat.
Yes, sir.
Boyle's.
So the
yes,
pressure
sir.
and the volume.
Acha, and Charles law.
The same.
Same. Okay. Fine. अब पढ़िए, पढ़ नहीं रही हैं आप. Okay. You did not prepare properly. Okay, Surat. Start studying daily. At least look at your notebook and just read the topics daily and do revisions on the day in which you have the chemistry classes. Okay, Surat.
Okay, sir.
Now look at the Charles law and tell me now what is Charles law. It is the relationship between. I have also, I think, written somewhere, right, like in the brackets, that which 2 relationship.
Volume and pressure relationship.
Volume and pressure relationship. I wrote that. अरे ऐसा मत कहिए भाई प्लीज. क्या बात कर रही हैं आप सूरत? वॉल्यूम एंड टेम्परेचर रिलेशन लिखा हुआ है हमने. No, no, Atif, I did not ask you anything. हाँ, सूरत.
I have written it wrong.
बताइए. If you had learned this now, then you would not have needed this relationship here. Okay, fine. चलिए, that's it for you. Okay, you can leave now, but please start कीजिए पढ़ना. आप नहीं पढ़ रही हैं, बिल्कुल समझ में आ रहा है हमें. Okay. Okay, सूरत.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You can leave now. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. Keep studying.
Thank you, sir.